Hey Cancer, how are you doing? This reading is for Cancer for the month of September. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also, a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most magical Cancerians? What do you need to know? What do you need to see if your high is good? Present time, the Eight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What you are focused on is the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the Four of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, Cancer, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is high velocity, high vitality. It is also news, adventure, communication, the arrows of love, doing something with passion and desire. It is also multitasking and manifestation. What's coming towards you is the Page of Swords, and Page of Swords could be inquiring, being inquisitive, asking a lot of questions, digging up the dirt. That can also be you expanding your mind, expanding your vision. But there's an element of you getting something off your chest. It might be uncomfortable for another person to hear, but it's necessary. This can also be somebody getting something off their chest. It might be uncomfortable for you to hear. It might trigger you. You might get your nundies in a knot, but it's necessary. So this could be news or communication at a distance. But I'm also getting something about collaboration and teamwork. So this could be something in your working career, or what you're developing, what you're working on. What is this? Eight of Wands. And the Six of Wands. Beautiful energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Six of Wands is completion, closure, tying up loose ends where loose ends need to be tied up. That's also about celebration, victory, a praise, a reward. That's also something about jealousy or envy. Six of Wands and Page of Swords is my obnoxious brat in the tarot, is somebody who is spying, keeping tabs, or is jealous of your achievement. I'm also getting somebody about a parrot. So this could be a gossiper, somebody spying, keeping tabs on you, or watching your move, watching you make moves. And, you know, there also could be an element of a younger air sign. This person might talk big stories, but their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. But something about succeeding or receiving. Okay, so what is this? Page of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Seven of Wands is being caught off guard or by surprise. I'm also getting something about drawing a line in the sand. This is about you standing up to a cause, standing up to a bully, standing up to a gossiper, a naysayer, a person who is a projector. So going back to this person says things, but their words and actions don't reflect. This could be somebody in the workplace or somebody who you are collaborating with here, because this is about collaboration and teamwork. But I'm also getting somebody who is a little bit defiant, defensive, or this person shrugs things off. I'm also getting something about this. They want to just push things under the surface. Like it could also just be surface level communication. So going back to like, there's something you need to get off your chest, but it might be hard for another person to hear, or it might be hard to have this conversation, but it is necessary. And you could also get your back up here, because that's about feeling triggered. Now, if somebody comes in and says something that you don't like and it triggers you, it's just something that's stemming from your past that you have not resolved, some kind of past trauma, pain, hurt. So I'm also getting something about cooperation. There could also be somebody who is, you know, obnoxious and hard to cooperate with. Like, cooperate with me here. What is this? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, like getting along with like-minded people. It is also networking, like who you're networking with or who you're involved with. And Judgment. Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. And Judgment can be reconciling differences, but this can also be somebody who wants to reconcile with you. Information coming in and it catches you off guard or by surprise. You can be proactive or you can be reactive. Proactive versus reactive in a different kind of tone or a different kind of approach. Your approach is everything. This is also something about letting go of someone who you have been networking with. This is like rising above a situation. It means not pointing fingers, not tit for tat. I'm also getting somebody who is like, yeah, pushing your buttons, or you've been pushing this person's buttons. You're not doing that. It is also about surrender and let go of the rope. What are you releasing and letting go, and what are you gripping and holding on to? This is also a higher knowing. It means taking your business to the next level, or maybe you're saying this is none of your business. Four of Cups in the blocked and challenged position is Cancerian energy. Four of Cups is also releasing and letting go, emotionally detaching from a person, place, or a situation. I'm also getting watch people who are distracting you. Watch people who are gossiping and talking behind your back or projecting onto you, asking you to, do something for them. Because the Seven of Wands could be people who are pushing obligations on you. One or two things is a priority to you. The rest is just noise and obligation. So pick one or two things and run with it. I'm also getting there's something about standing up to a bully, like your child might be in a place of where they're being bullied at school. So maybe you're heading into this situation and it's like, can we have some cooperation here? Four of Cups is also boredom, discontent, and disappointment in some area of your life. It means you've overgave, you've overextended, and it leads to the milk has expired. But you also have somebody who is distracting you, or you're distracted on another person's success, victory, their life, what they're doing. So there might be has to become some kind of disconnect from this person. What is this Four of Cups? You could also be dealing with a moody mother. So, this Four of Cups is somebody who is bored in their life and they just come in and stir up the drama. This can also be somebody, yeah, there's something about boredom or disappointment in their own life. So they look for problems, or they look for, hurt people, right? And the Moon. Major Arcana 4, Pisces, also read that as Cancer. Yeah, you could definitely be dealing with another Cancerian or a moody mother. This person is never happy. They're never satisfied. So no matter what you do for this person, or no matter how much you help this person, they're always disappointing. They're always complaining. Boo-hoo, poor me. This is my negative Nancy, my Debbie Downer. But the Moon card is the subconscious. It means the things underneath the surface that are deep embedded inside of us, or deep embedded inside of another person. This could be a full-grown adult, man, child, woman, child. No matter how much you explain to this person, handle it this way, again, their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. This is also secrecy and mystery. It is also illusion, ill health, mental health, an addictive personality, an addictive behavior that somebody is hiding. So this could be, booze, drugs, whatever. I'm also getting, if you are bored or discontent or disappointment in some area of your life, this is your soul nagging at you right here, nagging, desiring growth. Everything you want, dream of, and desire is in the unfamiliar territory. So the comfort zone, where you're comfortable, you've outgrown this pond. So that's the expansion here. Like you have a bigger calling, or you might be calling somebody out. What is this Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles is having the necessary resources. It is also very mature, mothering, nurturing, getting out of nature. growing your business, growing your finances. It also speaks of fertility, abundance, beauty, like taking really good care of your health, wealth, happiness, and boundaries. Boundaries are important to you. This can also be you remothering yourself, giving yourself the kindness and compassion that you weren't shown as a child. And the Death card. Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. Now, this change can be a smooth change or transition. That's if you let go of the rope. You're allowed to, but what you resist persists. So this is resisting on maybe handing out your feelers, handing out your resume. This is also resisting on hiring an apprentice or resisting on relocation and or move. But there is something changing or transitioning in some kind of commitment connection. And this could also just be you, a change in you, a change in your focus, a change in who you collaborate with, and you're ready for this. And again, smooth change or transition, that's if you allow and let go of the rope. This is also petty fights, petty arguments, pettiness. But there is good news in the Six of Wands. But like I said, there could also be something about jealousy triggered, you know, you comparing your life to another person's life, somebody else comparing their life to yours. And it might be, you know, pissing somebody off, or it's pissing you off, right? Maybe you need to limit your time with this person. What is this Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands? And the Six of Swords. I just heard relief. That's also the light at the end of the tunnel. It means let go, getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, the light at the end of the tunnel. It means you have foresight, you have a bigger vision. There's also something about travel. If you're going anywhere and traveling, this is going to be quite successful. It's also good to get out, fun in the sun. You could also be going somewhere for a week. What is this Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands? Yeah, expanding your mind, expanding your awareness. So closed-minded, only seeing something black and white isn't going to get the results you want. I'm also getting somebody who's very closed-minded around you, or closed off, right? Defiant, hard to work with. Anytime you address this situation, this person just argues with you. Yes, and the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Tit for tat. But I'm also getting somebody who is probing. Like it's almost like poking the dog, poking the bear. But there again, there could also be something about two children or just childish behavior. I'm also getting something about standing up for a cause, standing up to adversity. No roadblock, no speed bump, no hiccup, no hurdle is going to get in your way of the goal that you want to achieve. But I'm also getting just like petty arguments, petty fights. This is also gossip, you know, jealousy, envy, triggers. Somebody else could be very triggered by your success. You might have to limit your time and energy. But then you also have somebody who talks a big story and their words and actions don't reflect on them showing up. So this person could be unreliable and not reliable or undependable. Can't depend on this person. What is this Three of Pentacles? This person's going to try multiple times to get your attentions and to reconcile with you. But all it's doing is distracting you on your path that you want to go and grow in. And the Four of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And you know, the Four of Wands is your foundation and stability. For some of you, there is something about revamping something that you do at work or you work from home. I'm also getting you doing something you can commute and work. But this is also setting yourself free from not networking with another individual. And this could be a friend, a family member, or there is something about reunion. You might have to go and speak or be around this person, but I would limit your conversation or how much that you're telling this person, because this is somebody who's definitely trying to get information from you. It almost feels like they get information from you to use it against you. But this Four of Wands can also be letting go of a marriage, a friendship, family member. Maybe you're working with family. Or there is something about reconciling. Like this person is going to try multiple times to reach out to you, and you might just have to block this person. What is the Four of Cups in the Moon? I'm also getting somebody, you know, a little bit moody, or this could also be something that is deep in your subconscious. It means it's unresolved pain that you've never dealt with. So every time a different person comes into your life and it triggers something inside of you, you might be penalizing a good person that might just be some old residual pain that you have or like experience from the past. This is also something about mood swings, moodiness, and the Star. Major Arcana for Aquarius. So with the Star in the blocked and challenged position, okay, I'll explain the Star in the upright. The Star in the upright is somebody who is highly optimistic, following their guided light. It means facing their true north. Faith, hope, renewal. But there's something here that you don't want to renew. So this could be renewing a lease. This could also be renewing a contract between you and another person. This also could be you wishing and hoping for some kind of reconciling with a person. But in the blocked and challenged position, somebody does not feel hopeful. This is also very pessimistic. And right here, this is surface level conversation, keeping things very surface level. And then you're like, well, why am I not in a relationship? It's allowing yourself to be vulnerable with people, to open up and share. There's a blockage on sharing. But I'm also getting something that maybe somebody didn't feel like they could talk to you because maybe, you know, you complained or you were, I'm just getting another, something about a mother. Like there's healing, but this is not healing. Something about, I don't want this anymore. Like something that you once wanted, you don't want anymore. It's changed. But it changes your investment, but I'm also getting a change in your resources, like who you network with. You want more mature blood. I call my pages, you know, new blood. It's because it's new energy. What is this Queen of Pentacles and Death card? And the Queen of Wands. Well, that's spicy. And this is what it's going to take here for the change, Cancer. Queen of Wands doesn't give a flying flip-flop to the flip of what anyone thinks that he or she, they just do what they want. It is also a very desirable king or queen, male or female. So with that being said, asserting yourself, creativity, passion, desire. I'm also getting something about changing your look. So this could also be something about your physical body, but also getting in better shape. Like something about your routine, diet plan, getting out in nature more, healthy meal prepping, and this, something about changing your look, investing more in you. This is also turning low self-esteem into empowerment and confidence to change what you want to change. I'm also getting an energy of you might be releasing and letting go of a fire sign, an earth sign, possibly. But you have some kind of independence. Maintaining your independence is also pissing off another person. And versus somebody who might be codependent and reliant on you. Maybe your children are too codependent and reliant on you. This is a need for you to stand your ground. Queen of Pentacles. What is this Queen of Pentacles? King of Cups. King of Cups is kind, caring, devoted, hardworking, loyal. It also speaks of pay attention to your intuition. King of Cups is also a move card. So that could be relocated and move for job, career, relocating in, networking somewhere else. King of Cups is also somebody who is emotionally intelligent. They're able to respond, but they don't overreact, not like this. So, I'm also going to say here with the King of Cups, on the board here, if this is a love relationship, there's no cups, right? So there's no joy, there's no happiness, there's no let's skip down the road and have fun. But if this is like a work scenario, same thing. Where's the love? It's in the blocked and challenged position. So where's the heart? So maybe your heart, like it's a change in heart of you. Bad choices. So bad choices, as you can see, she's drinking, she's smoking. It could be overeating, eating fast foods where you're gonna, smarten up, or like, this is inquiring. So it means you could be watching things on social media, on YouTube, on how to get in better shape. This can also be, feeling triggered by somebody else's look or appearance as well. Or maybe your children are making bad choices and you're like, I need to have this conversation. And then it says, expecting new beginnings right here. There's some kind of new beginning on its way, but you could also be triggering another person of what you're coming into and what you're changing. Also because you have the necessary resources to make the change. And yeah, right here. So expecting new beginnings. So there could be a person around you, or here, Cancer. This could be you having a new beginning and you're really excited about this change. But there is something about the envy and jealousy and bad choices, like somebody making bad decisions. This person, like I said, jealousy, there's talking parrot. Somebody's like, oh, that's so great. I'm so glad that you're, doing really well in your business. Meanwhile, they're, a little bit salty about it. And expecting new beginnings, it doesn't have to be birth. It could just be you giving birth to something new, a project, a relocation move, or networking with new people. And check for yourself. So right here, this could be you checking in. So let's just say, I don't know, your child says that they're going there. Check in with them. Check in with them to see if that's actually correct. I'm also getting something about check for yourself. Yeah, check for yourself. Falling apart, falling into pieces. This could also be a friend that's helping you here. This person's quite spicy and fiery. Wellness. So bad choices, and then you have wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. So just going back to, if you're bored or discontent or dissatisfied in any area of your life, that's your soul really desiring some kind of growth spurt. And so that's about you joining yoga. That could also be you, taking a course, taking a class, doing something differently that is more challenging to you. Flexibility. Adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods. So being more flexible and go with the flow and less rigid and, that sort of thing. But also, if you're dealing with somebody who's so rigid and you can't deal with this person, no matter what you do or ask them to help you or whatever, you know, you just might have to unload this person, like accept that you're getting breadcrumbs from this person. Celebration. Yeah, I do feel like there is a good time here. Like you'd be going somewhere and it is not for a long time, but I just getting like fast pace and, you know, looking good, feeling great, having fun, celebrate, kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future right here. So you could be going somewhere, dancing the night away. And fruits of your labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. It's right here of when you step into this power. You know, like I said, Queen of Wands, don't give a flying flip-flop to the flip. They just take action. It is also about persuasion, wanting the change, so you're going to be the change. And this is, you know, the reaping the fruits of your labor. Closed doors, no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again right here. But you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Hat, you'll be playing a different role. Shield, you need to defend yourself. I'm getting this person because it's even making me a little bit triggered. It's just obnoxious, okay? So, you know, boundaries. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted right here. Somebody could also be hoping and wishing to get back into your good graces, or, you know, there's just something there, but it's not worth your time. And it says younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Yeah, somebody undependable, unreliable. This person talks a big story, but the words and actions don't reflect. And you're like, yeah, you know what? Deuces. It could be somebody you're working with. And torch. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Bull, plenty of material things right here. But I feel like it's might even be bothering this person. Maybe this person is your child and they're like, hey, can you drive me here? Can you do this for me, Mom? And it's like, why don't you just go get a job and make your own money? So, which is a conversation that's going to have to come up. And, you know, Queen of Pentacles is also somebody who is very mothering and nurturing, but we're not enabling people. Because once we enable people, then their arms are completely broken. So they won't pick up the garbage can. They don't know how to do it if we enable people. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Cancer, if you want to book private reading with me, you could do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.